Right, obviously it's another day. I never got round to doing that yesterday. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty the tank, but I'm going to flush the water. Well, say flush the water. I'm going to empty the tank by sticking the pump on, turning the taps on and draining all the water from the freshwater tank through the taps out into the waste tank. Once it's empty, I'll open the return flow on the filler just to drain any last dregs out. Then I'll fill it up with fresh water and prime all the system again and pull it all the way through, draining it through the pipes, like emptying it down. Right, so let's turn the pump on, turn the taps on and drain this tank. Right, that's the shower draining down. I'll just turn the hot and cold on so it pulls some through from the boiler. There we go, just turn the mixer so it's pulling it from the cold through the cold pipe and then through the hot from the boiler. There, put it back in the middle. There, let's turn that off. And just do the same with the sink now. Drain it down into the waste tank. So I might not bother running it all through the pipe, using the pump to drain it down. I'll just open the valve up in a bit, because obviously my wastewater tank holds less than my fresh. I think my wastewater tank is I think it's 65 litres, something like that. There you go, just do that. Alright, now my filler is down here, so what I'll do, I'll just take this cap off. There. Open the valve and I'll drain the rest of the water out of the freshwater tank, just like that. Right, now as you can see, the freshwater tank's all drained out. I drove around for a day with the water in the waste tank just to get out a good swill, and I'll drain that. And now I'm just in the process of filling the freshwater tank. Now what I'll do with that, I'll fill it up first, turn the hose off, close the valve, then go inside and purge all the air out the pipes and the boiler. Right, that's the tank full. As it started coming out the overflow on the other side, I'm just going to go inside now, put the pump on and start pulling it through. Right, I've stuck the pump on and I'll let that pump for a bit and I'll just drain the air out the system and let it run. There you go, that's all the air out and the tap is running. Just keep oscillating it between the hot and the cold, or just put it in between the two, get a mix. And then the shower as well. There you go, I've got the shower actually just running down the drain. Now this water will go through to the waste tank. I know it's a waste of water, well, I say waste, but it has got to be rinsed out. You don't really want any of them chemicals in it, because even though it is fairly safe after you've given it a good rinse, you don't want to leave anything there just in case. Might make you be a bit bad, or make everything taste a little bit funny. I know it don't make so much difference on the shower because you're only washing in it and washing up, but if you stick it in your cold water in your kettle, it ain't going to make your tea or your coffee taste very nice. Right, now then, what I'm doing now is just draining the water out of the waste tank and the last of the water out of the freshwater tank. Then what I'll do, I'll fill the fresh up again, and then that is, well, I say fill, I'll just put so much in the fresh water, purge it through, and then it's all ready for drinking. Right, that's the hose pipe back on now. Just putting a bit more water back in the tank, and then I'll purge it through the pipework and then knock everything off. Okay, so the pump's on, and just run a bit more water through the pipes just to make sure it's all fresh and clean water. Just keep oscillating it between the hot and the cold. I say it's mainly the cold water you need, you don't matter too much about the hot. There you go, and there's my drinking water. That's all back on now. That's running through a carbon filter as well. There you go. Right, that's the tanks finished, cleaned. Half filled up with water, pulled a bit through just to rinse any of the stuff out, just to make sure it's all clean. Run a bit through my drinking water tap. So everything's all ready now, ready to go away. So I tend to leave a little bit of water in the tank. I don't drive around with a full tank, just in case, just if I want to pull over, if we're out anywhere for the day and we want to come back and make a cup of tea. I've got a little bit, but I don't leave it in there for weeks on end. I will change it over. Nothing worse than drinking stagnant water. But I say, they do recommend you do this once every 12 months or every season. So if you are living in your van full time, yeah, set a time, do it once every year. You could say, oh right, I'll do it on my birthday, or I'll do it on the anniversary I moved in my van. But they do recommend you do it once every 12 months because of the algae in the sludge you can get in your tank. So it's all ready to use. If you've enjoyed this little video, or say little video, 2 videos, if you've enjoyed them, I know I talk a bit of waffle on sometimes, but I say if you have enjoyed it or you've gained any information from it, do us a favour, just give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe. It don't cost you nothing, just helps me out, helps the videos get promoted. There is a full van series, well I say full van series, I haven't isolated each video and put it in a specific file, but basically all the videos on my channel are the full details of my van build from start, from basically purchasing the van, from the walk round, right the way through to the finish when it was all completed and going away with it. So cheers for that guys, and I'll catch you all later. Thanks a lot.